Hi guys. There's been a lot of talk about slotting and how to find notes on the horn recently, and a lot of great discussion. And I had a couple of ideas that I wanted to share with you, and I've talked to some other guys about it, and they said, yeah, let's give it a try. Let me tell you about my perspective on it here. I used to be a competitive weightlifter years ago, but I still train in weightlift, and there is a style of training known as the German volume training. And what it is you have 10 sets of 10 reps. So if you're doing bench press, for instance, you're going to do 10 sets. Each set is going to be 10 reps of bench, okay? And the magic number for that is 65% of your maximum weight that you can press. So I started thinking about, well, what if I would approach the trumpet that way, when especially it comes to endurance and the range? Why am I constantly always trying to hit the highest note I can play? You know, that would be like weightlifting and going in there and try to hit my max. I knew that in training didn't work. I had to go by percentages. So I started taking the German volume training approach to it. And this is something I came up with, and I started to see results with it. I've also seen results with the Perfect Practice PDF and some of the applications, and I will do a video on my approach with the Perfect Practice PDF coming up, because some of you guys asked me questions about that. But let me go on to this idea of the German volume training. And when I'm saying volume, I'm not meaning how loud, but how often it is. Okay? So it's with variant resistance. Now for me, high A is my go-to note. I can hit a high A all day long. Okay? When I get into the double C, that's my 1 rep or 2 rep max, okay? So if I want to get better there, I need to go down to the percentage. So about 65% of my max, I figured out for me, is a high E flat. So I started doing volume training, meaning repetition, on the E flat. And this is how I would do it. So first let me get the E flat in my head. Okay, I'm going to take the lead pipe out. And I'm going to play it relaxed and try to hit that note on the lead pipe as relaxed and as focused as I can, and hold it out as long as I can. And I will do this about 3 to 5 times. Now, as soon as it starts to get uncomfortable, or I'm adding pressure, or I'm stop, shut it down. We're trying to train the brain to be in the comfort zone, not in the hurt box, as some of us would call that, especially in weightlifting. You don't want to be in the hurt box here. You're trying to get comfortable. So I would do that 3 to 5 times, okay, and rest between each one. Then, you put your tuning slide back in. And some of you probably know what's coming next because I've done a video similar on this. I'm going to grab a mute. So we're trying different variations, different resistance. Okay? As soon as it starts to get uncomfortable, shut it down. Okay? And I'll do that 3 to 5 times, resting in between. Then, this is the really cool thing for me, it helped me, is now I started to get overtones in the notes up in the rep register. Now I'm going to do it 3 to 5 times with the horn, nothing added to it. And as soon as it gets uncomfortable, stop. Now, that's a pretty big sound. I'm not blowing really hard, guys. That is probably less than 65% of my effort right now on that note, which means I got to start this process on my next practice session, not on E flat, but on E natural. So you see how this is going? And it's given me a lot of control because now I know where that note's at. And if you notice, when I took the mute out and I tried for the E flat, I overshot it because this was ready for it. And now I have to learn where that note's at, but it's now more comfortable. So the idea for me was to get that E flat comfortable. So now my high A is even more comfortable. And now I have a better and greater percentage of getting up to that double C more often. And I can't stress enough. Yes, I have videos on here. I played up to an E flat above double C. But that doesn't mean I own it. I just had it that one time. I want to start getting to the point where I can own it so I have more color and more choices to play in my music. And now, in this case, this E flat is extremely easy for me. Now I can start adding more vibrato. I can start shaping it. And the next time I practice, I'm going to E natural. Now here's the quick, interesting question. How often should you do it? Okay? For me, I follow the German volume training theory. That's only 3 times a week. Okay? For me, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I do this exercise. Could I probably do it every day? Yeah, but I want to work on other stuff as well. I'm willing to let this be an extended, long process. You might be able to do this every day and get results a lot quicker. I'm in it for the long haul. I want this to be controlled and comfortable. I'm going to work on other things tomorrow rather than that exercise. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm doing this, okay? And I'm doing it after I've warmed up a little bit. You can, whatever your general warm-up is, then you can do this. But again, you have to pick a note that is extremely comfortable, okay? And usually about 65%, of your full range, okay? For me, like I said, high A is my go-to note. That's the strongest high note I have. I can hit it about any time I want. E flat is where I started to do this, okay? So hopefully, when I start working on E natural, my top strong note is not going to be an A anymore. It's going to be a B flat, okay? I hope this helps, guys. By all means, give me your ideas and your thoughts on it. And if you can make this even better or adapted it, or if you've tried something like that, it's all about sharing. All right. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.